This is going to be an announcement, ladies and gentlemen. Readers Retreat is going to have Sweet Nightmares-A-Thon from October 1st to November 4th. We will have reading sprints and book chats throughout the time. So what we're doing is 6 books in 5 weeks. So that's what this is about. And here we are.
Hello.
So I am excited for this announcement. I'm hoping to do this all every year in October, from October
Yeah,
1st through from October 1st through November 4th.
November 4th. Yeah,
Hey, Flower,
that'd be good.
and I'm really looking forward to doing this Sweet Nightmares-A-Thon,
Yeah.
and that does mean any book that scares you. Does it have to be a horror? Some people don't like horror. Some people just like the scare of a thriller or something, and that's fine with me.
Yeah. They all come under one and similar, but with slight tweaks.
But we have 6 prompts. I mean, we need to read 6 books in 5 weeks, and that's
But
why.
he saw a way around. He saw a way around one of them. Hence why he's doing 5.
And that's why the it goes to the 4th of November, because that gives you a complete 5 week to do it.
Yeah.
So October 1st is on a Sunday. November 4th is a Saturday. So it gives you a complete 5 weeks to get your
Yeah.
stuff done. And I will be going over the prompts here real soon. One thing I will say is I got my 6 books already picked out, but I ain't going to do the TBR until September.
Yeah.
And so we're going to go through the prompts slowly, and we'll see what you guys can come up with for this readathon. But I just want to talk. I like horror. There's some people that don't like horror. Some people get scared just reading a cozy mystery.
Hmm.
So whatever scares you, you can read as long as it fits in these prompts. That's the biggest point.
Yes, and there are ways and means around it. Like if you have books that have some of them titles in it.
So, and we start on October 1st, not before, and we end on uh, November 4th, and we'll see how far we can get. See if we can get all 6 books read. I know some people can read twice that much. Now, over at Ocean Graveyard, which is Paul's new channel, or Frosty's, he doing a thing next year where we make our own bingo stuff, and I will be doing a show about that. So sometimes. Hey Ashley, how you doing, hon? So if you like horror, this is going to be Sweet Nightmares-A-Thon will be the readathon for anybody and everybody that enjoys good scary books. Like I said, some people think thrillers are too scary for them, and but that's the only thing they'll read is a thriller.
Okay.
Uh, And there's some horror books I don't consider horror at all.
No.
But
They're things that can be considered everyday life in some parts. Depends on where you grew up.
I hope you start getting that. I hope you start feeling better, Ashley. Uh,
There's flour in the
but
crowd and all.
but the thing is, Sweet Nightmares-A-Thon. It kind of I came up with that between me and Mister Screwloose here,
Yep.
and me and Terry. I said something a long time ago, and I still say it. But I always say that I never have nightmares because my nightmares. I mean, my regular dreams is everybody else's nightmares, or something like that.
Yeah.
So he came up
Yeah,
with
so it was
the.
a play on that.
So he came up with an icon for me, and he called it Reader's Retreat. Uh,
Keep
Sweet
reading
Night.
Sweet Nightmares.
Yeah, keep reading Sweet Nightmares, and that's where I came up with the name Sweet Nightmares-A-Thon.
Yeah.
It's going to be for October. It's going to start October 1st and goes completely through to November 4th. So we have 5 weeks to read 6 books.
Or as many as you can get in that time.
The first prompt: read a horror book from the 70s or 80s. I do have a horror book from the 70s and 80s, but it was actually from the 80s. It was done in 85. I think it was actually done in 83, but my copy came out in 85. And I will be doing my TBR next month for this readathon. So you can read any horror book from the 70s or 80s. And for people that don't like really horror books, I'll say the R.L. Stine Goosebumps would work just as easy because there were some of them that came out in the 80s. So that's the first prompt: is read a horror book from the 70s or 80s. And to me, the reason why I'm doing this is because I think that some of the best horror came out in the 70s and 80s. The second prompt is read a book with demons in it, or at least a demon. And everybody that likes horror enjoys a good demon book. So that's the second prompt: read a book with the demons in it. And I will be putting these prompts in the description down below after I'm done with this live. So that way people can go back to the description and get the prompts. Now, the only thing I'm going to ask is when you get your TBR, if you have a YouTube channel, please do a video. Awesome, Ashley. So please do a video for TBR, but don't do it until September. Now, I also have the third one is a demon. Like I'm going to be reading the Demonologist is what I'm going to be reading for that one. 3, read a Stephen King book over 500 pages. And because you can't really have a Nightmare-A-Thon without a Stephen King book. And this is the first year for this. And next year, we'll be looking for someone to co-host this with. Okay, you got a bookstagram. Awesome. Now, number 4 is read a Dracula book. Now, the thing is, everybody might not have a Dracula book. I'm not going to be reading the original Dracula. I'm going to be reading the sequel to the original Dracula for that one. Then number 5, well, read a Dracula book. If you can't find a book about Dracula, any vampire would work. And number 5 is read a book with die or dead in the title. That's always a good thing to read. And then the last prompt is read a book with child or children in the title. Now, those are the 6 prompts that I came up with. Now, like I said, next October, I will be looking for people to co-host with me. So if you want to co-host next year, let me know. And then you'll be up on panel, and we would come up together with the prompts. So I hope everybody likes the prompts. But we can talk now about the Nightmare-A-Thon, the sweet Nightmare-A-Thon. And I hope everybody likes the prompts. I actually came up with it within three seconds. Thank you.
And that was all because of the icon that I sent you.
Yeah.
And then we went on from that.
Yes, Flower. You can get double if you read Stephen King's Children of the Corn if it's over 500 pages. And I know Children of the Corn is not 500 pages because Children of the Corn is actually a short story. Because it's in one of his short story books.
So you'd have to. So after reading Children of the Corn, you'd have to read a 500+ page one.
So
think about it though, Flower. How you won't be. It's like it won't be that hard because the Bible has a lot of pages, and they do consider Stephen King's writing like a Bible of thriller or horror. In that sense,
I'm going to be reading Dreamscape. No, Dreamcatcher. Sorry. I'm going to be reading Dreamcatcher, which is over 600 pages. But any Stephen King book would do. Hey, Cool Gamer. But I want to make this fun. I want to make it awesome. We will have book chats and reading sprints throughout the 5 weeks.
and what he'll mean by that is, what he'll do is he'll read from what he'll read up until the alarm goes off at whatever time he sets it. Then he'll chat for a bit afterwards.
Well,
and
actually,
then he'll reset the sprint.
Actually, that was
all around that way.
Actually, that's the sprints.
Yeah.
But book chat is where we can be reading the book and stuff, and then I'll go
Talk
live.
in between chapters.
I'll go live and have a chat about what I'm reading, and people can join me up on panel and tell us what they're reading, and tell us a little bit about what they're that book.
Yeah.
But I want to encourage all into joining. If you can't do all 6 prompts, try to do 1 or 2. It's about having fun. It's about reading
Yeah.
horror and having fun. That's what this is about.
Yeah.
So this is the first annual Sweet Nightmares-A-Thon, and it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, and all the thumbnails have already been made up for it.
Right. So, and Terry's the one that does my thumbnails. And here is the main thumbnail. I will show you once again. This is the main thumbnail right there. But I don't have the one for the TBR downloaded. So, but this is
but I did send you it, so it is there pending.
But this one here is the Readers Retreat, Sweet Nightmares-A-Thon. We're going to have reading sprints. We're going to have book chats, and it's from October 1st to November 4th. That way, it gives us 5 complete weeks to read the 6 books.
Yeah.
Anyway, but Terry did that for me. So
it didn't take long at all to do, because me and Paul here were both on a call on Messenger when I made them up.
Now, with all that said, tonight we will have some reading sprints.
Yeah.
Not for because the Sweet Nightmares-A-Thon don't start until October 1st. And no, you can't start early. I mean, there's some people think, and then next year I will have a year-long blackout bingo-a-thon. If anybody's interested in that.
Oh, well, like book bingo sort of thing.
Right.
Like have books with certain titles, and each one you read, you mark off on your card.
Awesome, Ashley. Now, Dreamcatcher is one of the books that a lot of people didn't care for. But with that said, you should never go by somebody else's recommendation if the book's good or not. Because
Just follow your own instincts.
I'm finding out that a lot of people, the books that they like, I can't stand.
Yeah.
And the books that they can't stand, I enjoy. Awesome. You got that one signed by him. That's awesome, Ashley. But I do like Salem's Lot. I do like The Shining. I do like Pet Cemetery. I mean, that's some of his older stuff. And I like his older stuff better than I like his newer stuff. But they do say, but the people I've heard talking about the fairy tale book said that it sounds like the old Stephen King. And Flower likes misery.
Misery loves company. That's
Well,
what the wise man said.
I think when Flower reads misery, I think she pictures herself as the woman during all the torture. Uh,
Probably.
I'm just picking on you, Flower. Uh,
Doesn't mean to say that she won't do it given the chance.
oh, you and Stephen King share the same birthday. Awesome. Now this month I'm doing a birthday-a-thon because this is the month I have my birthday. My birthday's in this one, and so I got a
Yeah,
lot of books I
mine
need to
too.
read.
2 days after yours.
Right now, I'm thinking about uh, now November and December. What I do is usually I just read books to catch up on everything that I have picked out, and on my actual TBR and try to catch up with all those books. Because on my actual TBR right now, I have 13 books on my actual TBR right now. So I'm going to try to get all 13 done by December 31st.
If
Mine's the
not more.
29th. My birthday's the 29th, actually. I'll be really, really old on that day. But I'm going to enjoy it. Well, there's a few books that is set in Colorado by Stephen King. Flower. The Shining is set in Colorado
Yeah.
at that famous haunted hotel.
Yep, of which he got inspiration for the
Well,
book
Flower,
from his stay there.
Flower, it's hard to be older than you since you're over 16,000 years old.
I thought it was 100,000, but still. But that's how she goes on like.
But as you can see on this channel, we like teasing and joking around with people.
But we do it respectfully. We don't
Yeah.
do it with any malice.
We don't do it to hurt nobody or anything, but we do like joking around with people.
Yeah.
So next year, the Sweet Nightmares-A-Thon, we'll be looking for a co-host or two. Just let me know if anybody wants to be a co-host for it. And throughout the year, we'll come up with the 6 prompts and do it all over again.
And then when you do, Uncle Paul will come to me, which is who I refer to Paul as.
Now,
Will come to me for thumbnails, and I'll make them for you.
Here's the thing.
On your relative channels.
Here's the thing about I will be putting up an announcement about the blackout bingo I'm having next for the whole year next year, and I got the idea from Ocean Graveyard, which is Paul, and I did because I'm making my own bingo because he's having that kind of stuff done next year where you make your own bingo.
Ashley has said she wants to get involved in it.
And since I have to make my bingo, I decided, well, I might as well do a whole year bingo thing. And what I'm going to do is going to be like a 5x5, 50 books to have a complete blackout. And that's the only way to do it is a complete blackout. I will be coming up. Okay, you want to join in for the for the Sweet Nightmare-A-Thon next year? Awesome. Love to have you. Hey, Momo.
No, diggity, 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 Momo.
Yeah, yeah. Every time he shows up and you're not around, he asks where his Terry Cherry Perry is.
Yeah, and then every time he says that, I'm gonna say what he doesn't like to be called. He thinks he can pick on me, but I turn it on him. Oh yeah.
But I'm gonna have a bingo blackout next year. And like I said, I got that idea from Paul over at Ocean Graveyard.
No diggity, 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 Momo.
I will be coming up with that announcement after I come up with a bingo board and see how we can do from there. So I hope everybody can join me in all the readathons that's coming up, because next year I want to do a little bit of other stuff. I always have a birthday-a-thon for my birthday month, which is August.
Yeah.
I usually have a sibling-a-thon for September.
Mm-hmm.
And I still might have that if I can get my my thumbnailer to make more thumbnails.
I'll see what I can do.
And but October it will always be the last readathon. That then November and December would be mainly catch up.
Catch ups, TB and TBRs.
Well, catch ups is what you have picked out for your TBR and never got to.
Yeah. So it's like a yet to be read.
Right.
On the list, but not got round to it.
Right. So now, Ashley, if you have Facebook, you can always join me on Facebook and we can talk there. Give me a minute and I'll put it in chat for everybody that wants to join me. And there you go. Just let me know who you are. And
then go on from there.
And then we can do video calls and talk through stuff that we want to do together as far as readathons.
Little Lugosi.
And there's a bit of Lugosi.
So, no, I do not name Bella after the Twilight character, even though some might beg to differ.
Well, you can't because
the way of the traditional Romanian actor.
Well, the thing is, it's hard to name it after the Twilight Bella, because that one is a female and yours cat is a male.
Yeah. But yeah, the original Dracula actor is who he's named after, because how he got his name was one day he was sleeping and he had his fangs stuck down like that, like Dracula, like vampire fangs.
Right.
So that's how he got the name Bella.
So I want to get into more readathons. I want to have more readathons. So anybody that can share my readathon announcements out on their community page or anywhere, please do. If you want to share it on Twitter, please do. On Instagram, go for it. And I am on the road to 200. I got 3 more people to join me to get to 200, but I'm hoping to get there. Yes, I did say hi to you. Or are you talking to Momo?
She's talking to Mo Diggity Momo. King in his own head.
But I'm hoping more and more people would join my readathons.
Yep. There's enough notice to been given to spread the word out, so don't see why they wouldn't.
So, I can't wait for October now, just for this. And the thing is, my birthday-a-thon that I'm having right now, the only thing you have to do is pick out a book blindly every week. So 4 books. Uh, you just pick a book out blindly and off your shelf, and that's how you do my birthday month.
Well, I would say something else with that last phrase, but I'll say Momo minus the GL.
Thank you, Ashley. You're awesome. Uh,
Uncle Paul got what I mean because he started laughing then.
but now over on my gaming channel, there will be wrestling tonight
Yes.
at 6 p.m.
Yes.
for anybody that follows both of my channels.
Well,
But you can't be GM Momo.
no. Because you'll put yourself in favourable matches, and we're not going to have that. We like everyone being challenged. Yes, we're quite strict on that.
But anyway, let's get off the wrestling and get back into the sweet nightmares. Who besides me think nightmares is sweet? They are what I consider everybody else's nightmares a normal dream, and nobody wants to see my nightmares because I don't want to see those.
No. I've just dropped the
Thank you,
gaming
Terry.
channel link in the chat.
So, and I'm on the road to 600 over there.
No, you don't, Mum. Your ideas will be give every belt to King Blues or King Momo, and nobody else gets a look in. That'd be your idea. Whereas we're about giving everyone a chance. And no, there will not be a blue carpet, neither.
And yes, Terry and Momo likes to argue about this kind of stuff. I'm still reading The Wasteland. I'm 65% done with this book. And
Wasteland sounds like
I am enjoying the series. I am enjoying the Dark Tower series. But I don't consider it horror. This more of a fantasy with a touch of supernatural. So be on the lookout
because of my backhanded comment that I made about Wasteland.
I will be doing another live in a few days, announcing the blackout bingo, and that I'm going to have, and that's where you. It's like if say one of the squares has horror, you read 2 horror books. Because if you read 2 of each category, that would give you the 50 that you need to have a blackout.
Yeah,
And everybody reads at least 50 books a year.
unless you're me, who's lucky to read one. Oh, but that's me.
Uh, well, then again, the main thing you read is like biography.
Biographies.
Yeah, that word, and autobiographies, and uh,
Yeah,
and they have to be all about music.
for the most part.
Yes, use the hashtag. I guess we can use the hashtag nightmares, sweet nightmares hashtag.
Yeah, hashtag sweet nightmares.
So, so I guess it's going to be more like
I'll show you in
something like that. So,
yes, I
I
was
do
just
have
about to
it.
write it that way and all.
I do have a. Uh, I do have an Instagram. I just don't go there very much, like ever. And over there, my Instagram is Uncle Paul Reads, I believe. And then my Twitter, I can't remember what my Twitter name is, but I don't go there very often either. Mm.
Hopefully I do. And I can access it. Well, I say access it, I mean find it.
Mm. Yeah, we are talking about books. This is a book channel, and I can't wait for the Sweet Nightmares-A-Thon to start. I am looking forward to it. Okay, I don't know if I can get in there, but I will try. See if I see what this is. Okay. I haven't logged in for a while. Yep, Uncle Paul reads. Notifications. I got 2 notifications. I have a few notifications, but I don't see messages. Okay, nothing there for me.
In the chat
I
there.
don't really see anybody requesting anything. But if anybody wants to know what my what my Instagram is, this here's my Instagram.
Well, Momo, Instagram's dead, that's why.
Uh,
Too many fakes on it.
and Terry put my Twitter on there, and there's even more fakes on Twitter. Uh,
Yeah, they're both just as bad as each other, but
yeah.
still, I'd say Instagram is practically dying from it.
So there's my Instagram. So Ashley, is your name the same on Instagram as it is on
YouTube?
you? Yeah, on YouTube. Okay.
But yeah, I'd say Instagram is dead, pretty much. I very seldom go on it now.
See, I got 110 followers. I'm gonna see that. Nothing there. Yes, I am looking at my Instagram, trying to figure out how to see anybody.
It's impossible for you, Momo, but not me. Says it's nigh on impossible to get a hold of you now. But if he came over to Facebook Messenger, he would be able to get a hold of you more often. But yeah, Instagram to me is dead. Been dying for a long time.
Okay. Oh, one request. I see one request. There she is. There's Ashley. I found you. I found your request. Let's click on it. And I just accepted you, Ashley. Okay. So Uncle Paul accepted it. So I did find out the request. Okay. You're welcome. Thing is, you know how to spell my name in French? Does anybody know how to spell my name in French?
The same.
No, actually, they ain't.
No?
In French, it's Pole with two dots over the O.
Oh, so it's pronounced Pole.
Mm-hmm.
Powell.
So that's the only thing I learned in French class before I got kicked out.
Yeah.
So that is pretty good, I think.
Yeah.
So Momo, if you're not friends with me on Instagram, you can. I need to talk to Pennywise again too. I haven't talked to him for a while.
Pennywise being Vinvin. Okay.
No, Pennywise been he it's an author and he goes by Pennywise.
Oh, okay.
And he's supposed to send me the sequel to the book that he sent me before for review, and I never did get it, and so I don't know if he got it wrote and just decided not to send it to me or what. But I haven't been on. I really haven't been on the Instagram for probably 2 years or so. But since people was trying to get hold of me on that, I might go ahead and start going back over there.
Even though you don't want to.
No, that's besides the point.
Yeah. If I go in, it's not because I want to either.
So I hope everybody is raring to go for October for Sweet Nightmares-A-Thon. And and I can't wait to read the sequel to Dracula. And yes, the sequel to Dracula is wrote by Bram Stoker's great nephew that has Bram Stoker's notes, and he is the overseer of Bram Stoker's estate here in South Carolina. Oh, I know you can message people on IG. I just haven't been there for 2 years.
As far as I'm concerned, Instagram is dead. I'll never go over there again.
Yeah, pretty much that's Twitter for me. I can't stand Twitter. But I do like, of all the evils, I like Facebook the best because of you can actually do the video chats and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I am going to get off of here, and I'm be looking forward to people's videos about this. Hey, Ashley, welcome. So this is an announcement for Sweet Nightmares-A-Thon. I will be putting the prompts in the description after this show. So if you forget the prompts and don't want to rewatch it to find out what the prompts is, they will be in the description.
Yeah. But so that you get your view time, it'd be better if they do watch it.
Right.
So that way then it builds your hours up.
So.
Because that's what YouTube seems to be all about now, is watch hours this, watch
Right.
hours that.
So you all have a good one, and we will be talking to you soon.
See you anon.
And remember, about 9 o'clock tonight, we're probably going between 8 and 9. We'll probably have a reading sprints. So I'll talk to everybody later, and you guys have a great day.
Yeah. Pardon me.